Welcome to another one-shot. Once again, we'll decide a name on this before it goes live. This one-shot is based around no one knowing anything about their character, and also involving the Story Cubes Animalia and the Deck of Wonder by Gemhammer and Sons Gaming.
I want to immediately pitch the title of One Shot in the Dark.
That'll work. Yep. We'll keep this in and we'll go with that. So, welcome to One Shot in the Dark.
Also, sorry, the word is Animalia.
Is it?
Yes.
What's the between Animalia and Animalia?
One of them's a
One
word.
about animals and the other one doesn't exist.
Okay. Welcome to One Shot in the Dark. This one shot will feature the Gemhammer and Sons Gaming Deck of Wonder and Deck of Wonder After Dark, and will also feature Story Cubes Animalia. And I'm calling it Animalia. So,
Mao!
the cast will know nothing. They will have to establish who they are, what they are, and all their stats based around just pure exploration and intrigue. So, who are the players? And to draw a Deck of Wonder card at random for an introduction, all of you have to now end your sentences with the word blurble. So, who are you? Starting with Dragon.
Hi, I am a dragon. My dragon name is not Blurble. I have absolutely no confidence that I'm going to be able to work anything out because of a mix-up with my prescription meds, so I take no responsibility for what happens next. Blurble.
Okay. Next we have Squid.
Hi, I'm Squid, Blurble. I'm looking forward to this, don't really know what to expect, Blurble.
Next we have AJ.
What up? It's your boy AJ Blurble. From now on, I will be going by the name Blurble.
Fantastic. And finally tonight we have Lenida.
Hello, it's me, Lenida Blurble. Also looking forward to this Blurble, since it seems like a crazy idea, Blurble.
So, at random times, I will offer you the choice between, let's say, the left pile and the right pile. One of these is the After Dark pile, and one of these is the normal Deck of Wonder. So, you vaguely remember that you were dragged to a tower, but you've been in the dark for the past 30 days. You can scarcely remember anything that's happened. You can barely even remember yourself. All you do know is each of you have been able to communicate to 3 other people who are also being trapped in small cages nearby. You don't know what anyone looks like, all you know is the sound of their voice. And whichever name they wish to use for this evening, but you'll let them introduce themselves when it comes in. You have no idea of the passage of time, but at one point you hear the sound of your door to your cell rattling open, and the door seems to suddenly shudder backwards. Although it's still pitch black, you see the spark of fire as the door seems to have flown off its hinges. Before you, floating in midair, is a small, conker-sized green gem that seems to be bobbing up and down. It doesn't provide much light, but it does seem to have had some sort of adequate explosion that has knocked all of your cell doors in. You could go up and look at it, or you can use what very, very faint light it is to look at each other and identify each other if you wish. It is up to you. What do you want to do?
Can we work out where other people are?
You can hear each other breathing, so yes.
Okay. I will make my way to the nearest breathing noises, and please God, that's the only time I ever have to say those words together.
Okay.
Ow.
You make your way towards the nearest breathing sound. As you see in the very dim darkness of the green gem, you see that there is quite a large crocodile.
Oh, hello. I didn't know there was any crocodiles amongst us. Can I reach out and gently tap the crocodile?
You can. What part of the crocodile do you wish to tap? It's a very faint light, but yes, you can see it's definitely a crocodile. It's standing right in front of the gem.
So it's like a proper crocodile rather than an anthropomorphic crocodile.
It's a definite proper crocodile, yes.
Right. No, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to tap the crocodile. I was trying to work out which one of us is the crocodile, But it might not be any of us. It might just be a fucking crocodile.
It might be all of us.
It might be... If I stretch out an upper limb, if I have any, can I see what that limb is in the light?
You see that it's very short and furry. That's all you see.
Oh, okay. I might be a mammal. I probably shouldn't go too near the crocodile then. I will probably be food.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Am I on all fours?
I would also move towards the gem for light and also stretch out my arm to see what it looks like.
Okay. You stretch towards the gem. You are definitely humanoid. Dragon, you would be on all fours, but you can sit on 2 feet to sort of consider things.
Can I see anything by the light, sort of?
You can see that you're basically humanoid-ish. You can lean up and touch the gem if you want.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay, choose me left or right.
Left.
Left. You hear the sound of music and a... Oh god. Fuck it, okay. Yeah,
What, the whole
I said
movie,
I'd go
or-
with this deck, you've got it now. A gnomish bard has appeared next to you. He has decided he's going to follow you around, and he constantly speaks in pop culture references that your character doesn't understand.
Oh.
So I now need to generate talking about a gnomish bard following you going, "Hi there! Wow!"
Can we just get Matt in? Probably best cut that joke.
No, I'm leaving it in now.
Reference humor. Yes.
Oh, reference humor, yes. Wow, this reminds me of the bighorn.
That's what she said.
The bighorn, you say? I haven't heard of that one, but okay.
Okay, so the gem has now completely faded and it's gone back to being dark. All you could see is that there was a way to some steps straight in front of you, but it's still pitch black. What do you want to do?
I want to attempt to break dance.
Okay. Roll your balance for that, so you can roll +2.
Okay, +2 in balance. Good to know.
Okay, you start breakdancing and then you end up headbutting one of the doorways.
Okay, how big does my head feel?
It feels a lot bigger now that you've headbutted the doorway.
Okay. That's not the kind of reference humor that I thought.
In the dark, all you hear is, "Wow, someone's joining in! They can be the drummer!"
I mean, the breakdancing in general, did it feel like, oh, there's a tail in the way or anything? I wasn't like sufficiently busting moves to find that kind of stuff out. Okay,
Nope.
good to know.
Can I try to lift the gnomish bard?
You can, yes.
Yes.
What you doing, master?
I'm elevating you to make your podium bigger for your audience.
You can add your strength.
Jack, I'm
Your strength is
flying.
6.
Ooh. Let's get that in there.
Okay. You lift the
Okay.
bard up into the air. It goes, "Great, I'll do a solo!" When he starts
Yes,
strumming
please do a solo.
on his really out-of-tune lute. So all of you
well-
can now hear this, like, very out-of-tune lute coming from the middle of the room.
You guys can come
start-
here if you want to.
Are we following the noise of the bard?
I think I'm definitely just going to start towards the noise because I've sort of stayed back in my cage and I haven't seen anything. Now the light's gone out.
Can I very carefully start walking towards the noise?
Yes?
Oh, here's a thing. Can I use my sense of smell to work out what other creatures are with me?
You can definitely smell sweat and filth. Yes. It makes you hungry.
Anything else? Like, I know there's a reptile. So I know there's a crocodile.
Yes?
I know there seems to be someone else who's humanoid with 2 arms. Do they smell like human? Do they smell like... Do any of them smell like birds?
Nope.
I'm fairly sure I'm not the crocodile because of the tail question I asked.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure it's me.
Well, I don't think Lenida could pick up the bard if he was the crocodile.
But no,
I have
Leonidas
humanoid
humanoid.
arms, so yeah.
Yeah.
And the
so-
crocodile was already sort of by the gem, right? Before we
Oh, that's a
had
good
moved
point.
any of
You
us.
see it by
So I
the
don't
gem.
think the crocodile is any of us. Yeah.
Mhm.
So the crocodile is
so I
probably just a
think-
crocodile. Yeah.
So I think Squid is probably the crocodile.
Yeah.
Just to be nice and confusing for everyone listening.
Do crocodiles eat squids? That's the question.
Don't think they'd ever come in
I mean, I
contact
guess
with
if they
each
could dive deep enough to get to them.
Yeah, I don't think they live in the same sort of water.
Be like a saltwater.
Saltwaters in Australia, they probably would do. The squid come right up to the
If they
surface.
can get close enough to them, they would, certainly.
Yeah.
Are we in Australia?
Don't know. You're in a dark cave at the moment. Well, dark sort of tower at the moment.
But that doesn't rule out Australia.
Okay, so
Maybe someone would try to feel their way to the stairway leading down that we sort of saw.
The gnome starts belting out Total Eclipse of the Heart in really out of tune fashion.
Well, it's too bad I haven't heard that song and don't know what you're talking about, but, you know.
So I'm going to move forward carefully.
Turn around.
If I get close to a wall, do I just walk into it, or can I feel, do I have whiskers that tell me it's coming?
You find when you sort of feel your way along the wall that you do seem to have whiskers, yes. You are walking on all fours.
Do I have a tail?
Yes.
If I wiggle, can I feel a tail moving?
Yes.
Okay.
I would now try a parlor trick and standing on one leg and holding the gnome up with one hand to make a sort of nice circus move with the bard to get extra attention in the dark room where no one can see it.
Okay. The bard is still belting out Total Eclipse of the Heart, so yeah, sure.
I didn't see the stairs in the light because I stayed back, so I think I'm going to start crawling around and trying to sort of find the walls and find a space out of this place.
You are, as you predicted, you are on all fours. You find yourself having quite a long body. It takes quite a lot of movement to get around the sort of tiny walls of the tower, but yes.
And do I find the doorway or whatever down to the stairs eventually, or do you need
eventually
to
come
roll?
to a set of stairs. As you come to the top of a set of stairs, you see it looks like the gem that Leonida touched that's coming up the stairs. It's sort of hovering about maybe a meter in the air, and it's sort of pulsing gently, and it's making its way towards where you were held. What do you want to do?
I'm going to rush towards it and jump up and try and bite it.
Okay, left or right?
Crocodile instincts, right.
Can we feel the crocodile start to move and therefore get the fuck out of the way,
You
please?
can feel something very large, like charge next to you, yes.
I
This is
flinch
going to be an
away
interesting one for the crocodile. Your hair falls out and is replaced by porcupine quills. So the crocodile is now covered in porcupine quills.
I want
Trying
to
to work out whether I would even notice that.
Probably not, no. So
Can we see
This
it
might,
though?
yeah.
can
This,
crocodile roll me balance to see how it does leaping towards the stairs? Balance is 4. Yep, you seem to land on the stairs and don't go rolling down the bottom. You seem to be relatively fine. The rest of you have just seen a small light source get snuffed out by what you can only describe from the sound as like enormous, like
Yeah, absolutely.
so this might be a little bit more abstract, but I wanted to call out, hello. What does my voice sound like?
Your voice sounds quite shrill and feminine.
Okay.
What does it sound like to the rest of us?
Shrill and feminine.
Hello.
Like, again, does it sound like a mammal shrieking, or...
It sounds like a person with a really high-pitched, shrill, feminine voice.
Hello.
Okay.
I would like to now take down my gnomish bard and try to tune his lute for him.
Okay.
In the dark.
Roll
Well, you don't-
tinkering, which you have a 4 for. You end up breaking his lute. All the strings just and twang off. And all you hear is like silence of him going, "Have you fixed it?" Feeling small gnomish hands go right, pat you on the side, just trying to work out where his lute is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think there was a crocodile who came by and ate it.
A crocodile!
So you're just gonna... Yes, so you're gonna have to sing now, just without the lute, though.
Let's see what he does when he thinks there's a crocodile. He is quite worried, quite vocally worried, and he's like, "Do you not think we shouldn't have cracked the crocodile?"
No, I think you can ride on my shoulders, so don't worry about it. You will be far from the crocodiles.
So he works his way around and climbs on top of you. He isn't that much bigger than you.
I think while they're doing that, Crocodiles just does that classic crocodile sort of.
Sorry, did you say that did you say he was bigger than me?
He's
Slightly,
not that
yes.
much smaller than you.
All right, so I should probably be a dwarf then. Go with that for now.
Can I try to carefully walk down the stairs?
Yes, you get to the top of the stairs, you put your hand down and you feel the large tail of a crocodile.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crocodile. Apologies.
I'm
you can all talk. You've all been
I'm
listening
trying to work out how the hell a crocodile talks.
You can all talk. You've all been talking to each other for the past few days. You're not all completely alien at this.
Ah, okay.
We
If I
retain
feel-
the voices of our previous selves. We
Yes.
just don't know what the fuck we are at the moment, apart from you.
I've just eaten another one of those gems.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know if that was a great idea.
Oh, that's another thing. Does dragon get spiked? Because obviously you said my hair fell out, but as a crocodile I don't. So how?
You just have a couple
How
of random
much
spines
of-
across you and some spines for your eyelids.
Right. Okay.
Do I have do I have a porcupine spine in my paw?
No.
Okay.
Don't think crocodiles have much hair on their body, so...
No, they
No,
don't.
I don't think
Probably
so.
so.
A couple
I
of
don't
very
think there'd be
small
any.
porcupine quills, very fine ones, but not many.
So if I feel my chin, do I have a nice big trimmed beard?
You have a very raggedy beard from being in that sort of jail for a month.
All right, but I do have a beard though.
You have
Yeah.
sort of very dishevelled, longish hair and a beard.
Nice.
Oh, could I
Yes.
lick my paw?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know what is the fur like, but conversely, does the tongue feel rough or smooth?
I think the tongue is rough. I think.
Okay.
And
And
the first
the-
feels quite short. Shaggy in parts, but for your paws it's mostly short.
Okay.
How do I feel about manners?
How do you feel about manners?
Well, I mean, if I had to put it in like, do I feel like a +1 about manners, or or like
What environmental use could you find for that?
finding out whether I let Lenaida's character go downstairs in front of me or not?
You have to make your way to the stairs first, but maybe.
Okay, I want to kind of paw my way to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Yes.
What's Leonida and his small gnome friend doing now?
Yeah, I'm asking all the others to just, sound a bit where they are, since they're probably at the stairs. I don't know that.
I
But
think I'm at the
hey guys,
stairs.
are you at the stairs? Can you just sound so I can move towards your sound and find you guys?
I'm at the top of the stairs. I have our crocodile friend in front of me.
At this point, you all hear a deafening "Hey, Macarena" from the gnome.
Oh, there's
Oh,
some
the
new
Macarena.
interesting songs I've never heard before. This is lovely. And
think
I
I
will
may
walk
have to
towards
eat
the
him.
sound. I don't think he would like that. We'll just see. I mean, the song Macarena is by Las Ketchup, so I mean that
No,
would
it's
probably work
not.
as a condiment.
It's really not. But let's not get into that.
I don't know any pop culture references. Hello,
Oh, okay. fair
remember?
enough. Okay. So you're all now bunched up together at the top of the stairs. What are you going to do? Yes.
The crocodile's just going to do the classic, put his legs back and slide down the stairs like a river bank.
Okay.
And I would like to ride the crocodile down.
Okay. Let's say Lenida rolls. Don't roll your dex to try and stay on the crocodile, so roll +2. You tumble and fall and crash down the stairs quite heavily. The crocodile slides to the bottom and slides into a large stone room. The air feels very cold and damp.
Oh.
How did the gnome fare?
The gnome Let's see, did the gnome survive falling off? The gnome is dead.
Oh no!
There's a
now
sickening
you can eat
crunch
the
in the
gnome.
dark, and suddenly the Macarena is dead. The gnome makes no more
No.
noise.
You
No,
can
it's
eat
only
the
alive
gnome
in our
now.
hearts.
Pass it here. Just like opens his mouth.
I'm
It
assuming
makes a
we're
sort
all
of
quite-
clicking noise.
As the gnome is slowly absorbed in the darkness, none of you seem to realise, though the smell of blood is very happy to the crocodile.
Does
I wanna
anyone else
sl-
like the smell of blood?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
No, no one else is that bothered by it. The dragon's character feels very hungry by it.
Oh, nom nom.
Yeah, I've kind of fucked that one
No,
up.
no, I don't want gnome. I don't want to eat gnome.
So I want to like gingerly kind of try and make my way down the stairs, counting them as I go.
Okay. So, yep, you slowly make your way down. Roll your intelligence to see if you can count that high, so +3.
Okay.
Nope. You get as high as 4, and then you seem to forget what number you were on, and then immediately you find at the bottom, even though you've only come down maybe 8 steps, you think there's 15 steps.
Do I slip on the expanding pool of blood from the gnome?
You can roll me a d20, just natural roll and see what we get.
Okay. This isn't tied into
No.
a stat tool. Oh.
You slip and end up falling, and the ground feels wet beneath you. You're not sure why. It's very warm and wet.
Quite warm and wet in here, guys. Why do I sound like Tyke? Would I just pick myself up and...
Light yourself up and kind of go, everything's kind of dark here. Sort of wiping your hands on what remains of your clothing.
Well, I want to smell what it was I put.
It smells
my-
quite strong and irony.
Ugh.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of iron brew.
I think there's also sort of a loud chewing noise coming from quite close by.
You guys find
rolling
food?
back and forth on the floor. Yep.
Where's
I
the gnome?
think it's a nom food.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
so
Hey,
I'm going
Macarena.
to. So I'm going to run down to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Do I need to balance check for that, or am I going to be
No.
okay?
You'd be fine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, what can I see?
You can't see much though, you do.
Nothing.
In both the corners and the other end of the room, you see a yellow and a white gem. Again, about a metre off the ground, glowing very, very lightly.
I'm going to scurry towards them and have a look.
Okay.
'Cause they're
You want
shiny.
to touch one of them?
Maybe
First,
we
I want
should.
to inspect myself by their light.
Okay. You are small and fuzzy.
Am I really quite small?
You're
Hey-
about the
hey,
size of a
guys.
large cat.
Okay,
Hey.
I'm going to turn around and shout out to the others and go like, "There's 2 more gems! Follow my voice!"
They can see
Maybe
two
we
more
should all
gems and they
gather.
see something small in front of it shouting at them.
Yes, we should all gather around one of the gems where there's some light, and we can all tell each other what we look like before we grab one of them again. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
I think I'll just start walking towards the sound of the voice.
How
Yeah.
intimidating is the sound of the crocodile walking?
Considering it's still crunching some bones, it's quite intimidating sounding.
Nah. I'm going to hide on the other side of the gem if I can.
Okay, so you see the crocodile coming towards you with what looks like some sort of flap of a Hawaiian shirt hanging out of its mouth.
Hello, Mr. Crocodile. Again.
Hello.
I'm just gonna make my way over there as well.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, what can we see?
Okay, so you see the crocodile. You see what you think is a very small human. And is it just the
Hello.
3 of you that are there, or...?
I'm gonna walk up as well.
Okay, you see a small female gnome.
Oh no.
Oh. Hello.
Where's your mate? Mate?
He's meant to be around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. So I'm a small fuzzy mammal,
Yes.
and you're a gnome. Were you always a gnome? I assume you weren't always a gnome.
I don't remember.
Fair.
I don't
We have
even
a
know my name.
crocodile. We have a crocodile, a gnome, a fuzzy thing. What is Lenaida?
He looks like a small human. He definitely looks taller than the gnome, but a lot smaller than other humans you ever met. He's definitely not
Is
a
he
dwarf.
quite
though.
broad?
He's not a dwarf.
Oh.
Is he just a child?
I have a beard, so maybe not.
Oh,
a
yeah.
dwarf.
hope you're
Maybe
not
not a child, but
I forgot
do I
that.
have? Well, there's new gene technologies developing every day.
Maybe they were
Do I
putting
have?
roids in your food?
Do I have like horns or stuff on my
Nope.
head,
You
or
just look like a typical, like, smaller version of a human with lots of, like, bedraggled hair and a beard.
So kind of like a halfling.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh.
what does dragon look like?
Dragon looks like a raccoon.
Okay.
I am small and fluffy.
You sure
and
are.
trash panda.
we have a raccoon. Nice.
So most of you are wearing rags, apart from the crocodile, which is wearing nothing apart from the Hawaiian shirt hanging out his mouth, covered in blood, and the raccoon, which is just
That is
fuzzy.
fitting.
So, you wanted to do anything with these 2 gems?
Can we look around and see if there's another way down or anything like that?
There
first?
is a locked door in front of you. Like between the 2 gems, there is a locked door. There is a set of shelves at the side with books and what looks like potions in them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. I want to jump up so I can go look at the bit.
Okay. Roll your dex. So for you, that is 5.
Oof. Just as well, it's 5.
Okay. You jump up, you narrowly avoid knocking over 4 or 5 bottles onto the floor, and you see a pile of old spell books in front of you.
Can I read them?
You can, yes. Although you are an animal, you do struggle to read the written word, especially
That's
in this
fair.
light.
But I am a raccoon, and raccoons have both good eyes and have clever little brains. So, okay. Can I make out anything useful?
Roll me an intelligence. Your intelligence is 3.
Not that smart of a raccoon, though.
Not compared to a human.
You come up with some magic word. Do you wish to use said magic word?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're intelligent, they're not very wise.
You have managed to polymorph yourself into an owl.
Oh! Ooh! Ooh!
Can we see her doing this?
Yeah, just about
You
to
just see
ask
the
that.
sort of raccoon go up, scrabble its way along, and then now that you just hear the sort of like, and now there's an owl sitting there.
I would like to go and read that book as well.
Okay. So you
Did they all hear the words that I used?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
You can whisper it to them if you want, but you might change again.
Can I split it into like 2 bits and tell them the second bit first?
You can try
Gotta
that,
get round
yes. So who are you going
Okay.
to tell?
I will tell Lenaida.
Okay.
Tell the short, not child.
Roll me an intelligence ladder. Your intelligence is 2. Roll.
Not
see how
smarter
you-
than a raccoon, then.
Do you understand the word? You understand it enough. Do you wish to say the word?
Yes.
Okay. You also become an owl.
Ooh. Ooh.
What is going on up there that everyone's turning into owls?
Gonna click my beak, ruffle my feathers, be like, because there's a magic word, but it appears to make us owls. I don't know if a party full of owls will escape from here.
No,
I'm
probably
quite comfortable in my body at the moment, but can you see any better?
Hopefully.
You can see a little
probably.
bit. It's still pretty damn dark in here, but you can see that there is some sort of mural above the door.
Ooh, can I fly up and have a closer look?
It seems to be some sort of alchemist's mural.
Okay.
I would like to try to say the word again.
Okay. You turn into a female gnome.
Oh my god! How nice!
Awesome. I've now got a main course and a dessert.
Oh no!
Oh, save us, someone!
Hold on, we don't need saving, we can save ourselves.
Strong, independent
Yes, we
gnomes.
I gaze on them both disapprovingly.
What did I do?
The owl looks down from above the door. There are still these 2 gems on the other side if you want to do anything with them, by the way.
I want to grab one of them, if I can.
Okay.
Oh,
Left
no.
or right?
Left.
Left. You become the most attractive person in a 1 mile radius, while everyone else becomes super ugly.
So the card did nothing.
Oh,
So everyone else apparently is getting uglier in the darkness, but nobody knows. It's too dark to tell.
I want to see
Fine,
the
you also don't know you're the most beautiful person in 100 miles.
Okay, so there's another gem if anyone wants to grab that, or you want to try and find your way out of this room.
What happens to the gem when they're grabbed?
It goes out immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we leave the light on a little bit and...
Yeah.
Can I try and pick the lock, or...
Yep, you can try
Open
and
the
pick the
door.
lock. What are you going to use to pick the lock?
My
Use
mind.
one of your hairpins.
Yeah,
use
one of my hairpins. The power of my hairpins.
What hair?
Yes.
What hairpin?
If you get out of the way, I could just try and break it down.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go for a body slam first.
Use your strength then, Mr. Crocodile, so that's a strength of 6. Yep, you charge through the door splinters into pieces, and you tumble down the stairs after it.
So,
enough.
quick question: do we keep like our strength and stuff like that, even if you
Yep.
shapeshift?
Yep, from now on,
Cool.
if you shapeshift, you still keep your previous abilities.
All right. Oh, good. I'm a really strong female gnome then.
The crocodile disappears from
AJ?
view down the stairs. What do the rest of you want to do?
I will
Does it?
fly down after Crocodile. How far can I see?
When you get to the bottom of this next stairs, you see the crocodile has sort of landed in a heap, quite uncomfortable looking, but the downstairs seems slightly brighter. You do notice that there's
Ooh.
one big gem, bigger than all the rest, in the middle, like a sort of chandelier.
Ooh.
So,
So I can see relatively well.
You see relatively well, yes.
Can I see if there's anything on the walls or if there's more doors?
There is a cauldron at the back that looks like it's been long since put out, but next to it there seems to be like a couple of small bottles of various coloured liquids.
Oh
And
no.
on the other side of the wall there seems to be a sort of whiskey cask, but it seems to be dripping green liquid onto the floor.
Ooh.
so AJ, do you want to grab that other gem before we go down?
Who is AJ?
Oh, I mean, sorry, Burble.
I forgot about that. Oh no, I just meant I don't remember who I am. But,
Mrs.
sure,
Female
no.
Gnome.
I'll grab that
Do you
other
want to
gem.
grab it?
Okay,
Yes,
left or right?
Right.
Right, okay. You grow a pair of antlers.
I'm still super hot though, right?
Yep, oh, it's so super hot apparently, yes.
Yeah.
You now have antlers.
Super hot with antlers.
Oh my god, that's so hot. I can't see it, but it's. I'm just gonna go down the stairs after the other guys.
Okay, so I'm sure Purple follows you with her new antlers. So we have 2 female gnomes, a currently unconscious crocodile that will wake up. Oh no, he's woken back up. And an owl. So what are you doing in this next chamber?
Dungeoneering check first.
Okay, your dungeoneering is 0 actually.
Okay.
So just roll a natural dice. Nope, you don't seem to notice anything.
I would also like to do the engineering.
Okay, your dungeoneering is also 0. You notice a quite large lever on the wall in front of a portcullis.
I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
I want to try and do a backflip.
Any reason?
Just to see if I can pull it off.
Okay.
Mr.
okay.
Dex check.
Roll me balance then. Your balance is 2.
Oh, I already know balance. Yeah, oh, damn it. Well,
What did you expect to get from that?
Dex.
Yeah, exactly.
You execute a perfectly reasonable backflip over the crocodile.
Ooh, antlers didn't throw me off.
Whoa, that was nice.
As
And,
you look
yeah.
at your fellow gnome is getting uglier by the second.
Oof.
Like and I'm
properly
pulling the
becoming
lever.
a sort of like old sour witch face as you look on.
Looking pretty haggard there, bro.
Who are you calling a bro?
Good point. Good point.
Well, I'm in here for the brawns, not the brains or the looks or whatever. At least I'm strong. That's always something.
So what's the crocodile doing?
I think the crocodile's going to sniff around and see if there's anything else he can eat in here.
Okay. The only thing that really interests the crocodile is the green liquid dripping out the whiskey cask. Do you want to go up to it, or do you want to just stay clear of it?
I want to go up to it, give it a closer sniff. Try not touch it, but give it a closer sniff.
Go for it.
Smells quite sweet and fruit-like.
Ooh.
So, does anything happen when I pull the lever, Mr. Voice in the Sky?
When you pull the lever, the portcullis rises about an inch.
How tall is a crocodile?
More than an inch.
About 2 feet.
Can an
2-3 foot.
can an
more to the
owl
point-
get through like one of the vertical gaps in the portcullis?
They are quite small.
Okay. What type of owl is Dragon?
I'm sure Dragon
I mean,
could
if I
fit
was
through
a
if you wanted,
tiny owl.
yes.
Maybe there's more levers. Maybe there's more lever, guys.
Oh, maybe.
But I want
wanna
to hear
look
how it
around
goes
for-
with
look
a
around for
punch
another
and a
lever.
crocodile.
So, are there any other doors or anything in this room?
There's a portcullis to the left wall, a portcullis to the right wall, and to the back wall there seems to be... It looks like a dumbwaiter.
Oh! Okay, well, if we can open that, I could totally fit in that and travel somewhere.
If you convince your fellows to help you, then I'm sure you could.
I'd try and open the dumbwaiter for Dragon.
Okay, you open the hatch. The actual box doesn't seem to be there. It seems to be a lot further down.
Oh.
Is there any kind of mechanism for raising it, or?
As you open the door, there seems to be a small handle for winding. So if you want to do that,
okay.
you can roll tinkering.
Start winding it. Tinkering,
Okay.
eh?
Your tinkering is 0, AJ.
Okay.
Natural 1. You immediately turn the handle, you hear a 6 snapping sound, and the handle breaks off in your hand.
Oh shit.
That was too bad. I mean, you're pretty, but yeah.
You now have a handle.
Is the box still there, or has it...
The box is way
Drop.
below. Hasn't broken yet, but it is way below.
Okay. How about I fly down and see if I can find any other exits?
Okay. You
Or
fly
just
down,
that?
you find the box. It's on the next tier below. It seems to be into a small kitchen, which again seems to be pretty dark apart from 3 glowing gems.
Okay. Can I see any levers in that room?
You see the small winding lever, basically the same equivalent that Burble broke upstairs.
Bring it
Okay.
back!
Can I see an equivalent to the lever for the portcullis?
No. The kitchen
Okay.
is quite a large expanse and it seems to lead to 2 massive double doors on the other side.
Ooh. Can I detach the handle without breaking it?
No.
Right. I'm going to squawk back up and say they can't have the handle.
Okay. I mean, you could wind it there and it might wind it up, but it would take a lot of effort from an owl.
I can try. Can I try it and see what my strength is like? I might decide
your
it's not worth
strength
the
is
effort.
2. You wind the cord very slowly and deliberately. It gets about halfway up, and you find yourself being quite exhausted. Do you want to keep going, or after a couple of breaths, or do you want to just yell at them, or what do you want to do?
I am going to have a rest just now.
Okay, well, while you have a rest, we'll go back to the crocodile and the pair of gnomes.
I was just going to ask, do crocodiles have tongues? Because I'm not entirely sure if they do, if they've got a thing like a monitor lizard or anything like that.
Don't
Because if
know.
so, he was going to flick it out and it could taste a little bit of the green liquid.
I don't think they have tongues that go outside the mouth
See.
anyway.
Okay, if that's the case, then he'll put his snout into the green liquid and try and get a taste of it.
Okay. Left or
Lenaida
right?
is also going to do that.
Left or right?
Right again.
Right. Your hands and feet switch places. That does nothing to you.
I keep getting all these cards that don't work on a crocodile.
Hang on, I'll see if the one after it works. Yes, the one after it works. Wings grow from your back. They're too small for flight, but they slow you if you fall.
Oh,
So you've now got wings on your back that would slow you if you'd fall from a high distance, but you can't take off with them.
I think you just sort of start flapping them as if to sort of see where the fuck did they come from.
A crocodile with massive flapping wings.
Yes.
I like to think they're like
almost a
vulture
dragon.
wings as well. They're pretty sort of gnarly sort of vulture wings.
So, Lenaida, left or right?
I'm gonna go with left.
Left. No. No. Let me draw another one.
No, go
Oh
with it.
dear! I want to know what that was now.
I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
You put your hand in it, you taste very strange to you. You're not sure what it is, and as you sort of bend down to look underneath the cask, you find there's a small compartment under the table. In the compartment, you find a golden cock ring with a rune inscription.
What am I gonna do with this?
What does it say?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's runes! Ask a dwarf.
It's roots. Maybe I can read it. I want to try to read them.
Roll your lore. Your lore is 1.
Hell yeah!
Fucking hell. You basically... He who shall ever take up this ring shall be endowed with power.
Ooh, I will take up that ring. I can't do
Okay.
anything with it, but I mean,
No, you
Yeah.
can't really do much with it. What's
Put it
Purple
on a-
doing?
Uses a pinky ring.
I think a cock ring's a bit bigger than a pinky ring, but oh well.
oh, maybe it fits on my
Different.
wrist.
Yes, a bangle for your wrist. There we go.
The bracelet, yeah. So remind me what's left in the room that we haven't really looked at.
There's a cauldron, and there's a couple of bottles of various coloured liquids, and there's the slightly bigger gem that seems to be emitting light in the ceiling.
Okay. I want to check out the cauldron. Is anything like seem weird about it to me, or
There's
is it
a
other
sort
than
of
the fact?
very oddly coloured like paste at the bottom of it.
Okay. Does it look like pesto, or what's the?
It's kind of like pesto, but more kind of beige.
Okay. Pesto.
Beige,
Beige
pesto.
Beige tool.
Nice.
Beige tone, yeah.
Okay. Do I recognize it at all?
Don't know.
Okay.
Do you want to sniff it?
I want to
do you
roll a
want
check,
to taste it?
but-
Do you want to just look at it? What do you want to do?
I want to sniff it.
Okay.
I'm not
As
not going to
you-
taste it.
Inhale. You become a swan.
Can I still talk?
Yep.
Okay.
But
I can talk.
You feel yourself like your bones snapping and rearranging until you become a swan. A very beautiful
still super
swan.
hot
You're
though,
still
right?
a swan. A swan with antlers.
Not weird
What a
at all.
swan with antlers.
Hottest
I think
swan with
what we need
antlers.
to know is, are they swan-sized antlers or are they still full-on antlers? So is
Yeah,
the
they're
heads like,
just
sort of
big
getting
enough that the
dragged to
swan
the
doesn't-
ground?
It's just big enough the swan doesn't break its neck holding them up.
Okay.
At this, I want to eat some.
You want to eat some? Okay.
Yeah.
You eat some more. You become... Oh, good God, what's that? You become a squirrel.
Oh god. This is only
Squirrel
getting
with
worse.
You basically become a wolfentiger. A squirrel with massive antlers.
Oh no. And there's an owl.
I think I'm
And a
going to
crocodile.
fly back up at this point
Are you going
because
to
I've
leave
not
the
been
box?
hearing anything useful.
Are you going to wind the box up the rest of the way first, or are you just going to fly back up?
I'm just going to fly back up. It's really hurting my wings now.
Okay, so you get back up to the top. You see the crocodile has grown wings. You see the other gnome seems to be sporting quite a large bangle. And you see the third gnome has become a squirrel, like jumping out of the cauldron with massive antlers.
None
I
of this
go
is going
away
as
for
planned.
2 minutes. What the hell?
Maybe we should look for some more levers for the portcullis thingies. We can all just jump down the dumbwaiter and just crash.
Downstairs
Don't think I'll
there's a
fit down
kitchen. There is a kitchen. It has a big cauldron. It has small bottles with different coloured liquid. What is there in the kitchen again? Realised I'm reading the wrong list.
The kitchen seemed to have like quite an expansive like cooking area. So yeah, just like sort of knives and boards and everything you'd really expect in a sort of food preparation room.
Is one of the portcullises still a little bit raised, or did it
Yes,
go
it's
down again?
only about an inch raised, but yes.
I think the crocodile's going to go and try and bite the bottom of the portcullis and try and raise it up.
Okay, give me a strength roll. Yep. You shunt your nose underneath it and snap your neck up. The portcullis flies up and crashes really loudly into the ceiling. You hear a rumbling sound as if someone's been alerted to your presence, and you hear the sound of footsteps on the stairs coming up towards the portcullis.
Oh shit. Can I fly ahead and scout what's coming, please?
You can, yes?
I want to hide in the cauldron.
Okay.
I'm going to move
As you just
towards...
constantly change.
I almost called you chicken there, but I realized you were a swan, so... yeah.
I'm actually a squirrel.
Oh no, he's a squirrel now.
now, yeah.
He's changed again.
Oh, sorry, you're a squirrel now, that's true.
Okay.
I think I'm going to move towards the noise of the footsteps as well.
Okay. You
So
see
the two predators are approaching it.
Yes.
You see two reasonably weakly looking guards running up the stairs. One is carrying a very bright lit torch.
Ooh.
I'm going to
I could use a
scream
torch.
at them. You're still in the room.
Okay. Are you going to screech at them? Are you going to dive them? What are you going to do?
I'm going to screech at them. What the hell do they think they're playing at?
Okay. Let's see what their response is. Their response is to look at you, blink, and go, "Fuck me, a talking owl!"
What is this place?
Yeah, I think at that, the crocodile's going to go, answer.
One of them goes,
I'd intimidate them.
"Is that owl talking?" And then they see a couple of things later, they see this massive crocodile coming down with his huge, gnarly wings. And they're just like, "Fucking hell!" And they run the other way, dropping the torch.
That was easy.
Oh yes, and I'm just gonna come down there and pick up the torch, so we have light.
Okay. So,
Since I'm probably best suited for carrying a torch right now, but I don't know.
what's the squirrel doing?
I'm gonna take another sniff of the stuff in the cauldron before popping out. And
Okay. You find everything goes very, very big for you, and you realise that you're no longer a squirrel. You're now a hamster stuck at the bottom of the cauldron.
The owls.
wait, no, real
And
important.
protein.
Am I a Russian hamster or a Syrian hamster?
You're not a Siberian hamster, put it that way. You're...
Syrian.
Yeah, we'll say you're a Syrian hamster, so standard hamster.
Okay, so I'm a real bastard.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna tell the owl, no hamster eating.
I'm going to perch, and well, no, I'm going to hover, kind of hover, half perch over the cauldron and go, "Would you like a hand out of there?"
Yes, don't eat me.
I'm just gonna go there
Joel.
and say, try tasting the thing in the cauldron again, perhaps?
Yeah, no, probably not a bad idea. I mean, I'm a pretty attractive hamster, but
Yeah, you're really good looking. That's a bad thing right now when we have an owl in the room. But
I was just going to help you out.
I could teach you.
life.
I could teach you a magic word if you want to. Otherwise,
No,
But-
I'll keep licking this stuff.
Okay. You
I'm
become
gonna
a
move
jellyfish.
backwards.
Well, that's not really
well, now you won't be eaten by an owl
You now
anyway.
grow to almost fill the cauldron, but you are reliant on being in water.
one more for the road.
There's not much of it left. You'd have to ask the owl to pour one of the 3 bottles of various liquids onto you.
Please do it. I'm rapidly dehydrating.
Do you want to use the
Maybe
red?
you should have accepted my help.
The red,
Yes,
the
and
yellow, or
then-
the blue, dragon?
Red.
Okay. So the owl picks up this red vial and pours it all over the jellyfish. The jellyfish becomes half chameleon, half halfling.
Oh, that's close enough.
How?
Which half is which, more to the point?
So it's basically like
How was a halfling's legs and a...
it's basically a halfling, but it's like got the skin and texture of a chameleon. So it keeps changing colour in front of you.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna stay as this.
Does it have the creepy chameleon eyes that are always
does,
sort of
yes.
looking in opposite directions? Nice.
Well, I mean, this is better because I was seriously thinking about starting to spit on you just to keep you wet. But yeah, so this is much better.
I wouldn't spit on you to keep you wet.
It's a weird thing to say, right?
That's a different podcast.
Can I at least talk in my normal voice now?
Yes.
Oh, finally.
Instead of... Maybe we should head out the portcullis way then?
Yeah, let's go down that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or do we want to touch the gemstone here in the room first before we leave?
Can if you want.
I quite like being an owl. Does anyone actually want to change?
I'm good
I'm
now.
quite happy being a croc.
Well, yeah. Now we're two people with arms again, so maybe I'm just gonna jump up and, touch it.
Okay. You touch the gem. The fire sort of bursts out of it. Oh, Jesus. Your nipples become hard and cold as ice. Anyone who touches them takes 2d4 cold damage, including yourself.
Okay, guys.
So you have
I mean,
very hard nipples.
don't touch my nipple, guys. I mean, you wouldn't want to because I'm the ugliest one around, so yeah, but yeah, don't
The
touch my
ugliest
nipples.
one here with the sharpest nipples.
Yeah. I might be able to use them as weapons somewhere later on, but we'll see. Give me a hug.
Stab in the eyes. Okay, so you make your way downstairs.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes.
Okay, so you make your way downstairs. As you get to the bottom, you find yourself in a massive hallway. You see that the guards must have left to the right because that door is lying open. To the left, you get a vague feeling that must be where the kitchen that the owl was. And straight on, there's a massive door. What do you want to do?
I want to check out the door.
Yeah, me too.
So
Massive door?
would that be...
Yeah.
Massive door.
Okay,
So that would be...
As soon as that's indicated, I think the crocodile's just going to charge at it again.
okay, roll me strength to charge through the door.
fucking crocodile.
So the crocodile leaps and barrels through the door. What's in front of you seems to be what looks like an autopsy table in front of a crowd. There's no one there at the moment,
Yeah.
so it's an empty room. It looks like public torture.
Is there a corpse, though?
There is no corpse, though the table is covered in blood.
Disappointing.
Yeah. I'm still hungry, but I don't think just blood's not going to do it.
No, probably not.
No, nor for the owl. The raccoon might have been tempted.
There is a bucket next to the table that looks like it's still got a couple of limbs left in it.
Oh, absolutely. Start chomping down on them.
Okay,
They're going to be too big for the owl, aren't they?
probably. Though there is a finger I'm sure you could have.
Ooh,
I'm sure there'll be bits falling off as the crocodile's chewing them as well.
but can
Yeah.
I trust the crocodile to not try and eat me?
Whilst it's got a leg in its mouth, definitely.
In fairness, crocodiles do let birds go in and like clean their teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
So the instincts are probably not to.
They
Not to eat birds.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While they're chomping down here, can I see how I react to that? Sort of in an etiquette manner, watching these two filthy animals.
Watching a crocodile
chomping
nom
down.
thing. Your etiquette is
Yeah.
0.
All right. I'll
Yep, just do a natural
put
roll.
that in there and do a natural roll for that. See how I react to that.
So you don't react the best to hearing the sound of crunching bone, but you do see next to the torture sort of table, you do see a vast array of like somewhat bladed and or pointed weaponry.
Yes. Can I pick one up and bring it with me?
Yes, you can have a stabbing dagger, you can have a cutting dagger, you can have a saw. What do you want?
Well, stabbing dagger seems like my kind of gig, you know.
Okay.
A girl's gotta protect herself, you know.
Okay. So, what is the chameleon halfling doing?
Blending in.
Right.
I'm going to
Going
grab a
quite
weapon
red
as well. I want to get like a stabby blade.
Okay. So you both have got some weaponry. Are you want to go back into the hall you came in before and look at the other two doors, or do you want to try and look out for another way out of this room?
Seeing as how there was other doors, we don't maybe want to discount them. So I don't know. Maybe check out one of the doors we missed.
Okay.
But that's just me.
You can go back and look at the kitchen or the guard room if you want.
Guard room, please.
Yeah, guard room, I think.
Okay. As you push your way into the guard room, you notice that it seems to be in a flurry of picked up weapons. It's as if the guards have been called somewhere. On the table in front of you, there is a small bag. It looks like it's containing something shiny. Something is glowing out of it.
Ooh,
And there is a lit torch on the wall.
shiny.
Grab the shiny.
Okay. You open the
going
bag of
to-
shiny. There are 3 glowing gems in there.
Well, I want to touch one of them.
Oh god.
Oh no, what?
I have to read the flavor text as well for this one, just to give it the full thing. All of your pockets, packs, and holes filled with oatmeal. That's right. All of your holes.
I immediately stand like stop still.
Spraying out oatmeal from every orifice.
Yeah. I spit it out and just look around at the others like, I have a big problem.
Touch another gem.
Good idea, let's do that. I touch another gem.
You touch another gem. A bag appears before you on the table.
Okay. I open it.
It seems to be a bag of holding, though you put your hand in, and when you put your hand in, you seem to find a large black dildo.
Well, it's currently occupied by oatmeal at the moment, but
But
Maybe they can switch places.
You
Who
tip the
knows?
bag upside down as you pull this out of it, and then you sort of throw it behind you, and then when you get a strange sensation to put your hand back in, and as you do, you find another large black dildo. It seems to be the bag is producing infinite large black dildos.
do you think it would hold some oatmeal as well? I just want to...
Well, I'm glad you got it that way around. The bag of infinite oatmeal.
You could actually maybe use them as weapons if you would like to, some blunt stuff. So
Okay, so there's another gem still, isn't there?
There's one last gem, yes.
Okay. Actually, no. I'm going to repeat the magic word that I learned earlier.
Okay. You
What happened?
become a female gnome.
Oh. That wasn't very exciting.
boring.
Can I try again?
Yep. You become an owl again. For
Oh,
some reason, every time I
Oh, well.
roll dice, it always comes up owl for you, so...
apparently I'm just meant to be an owl.
You could be a squirrel instead if you'd rather.
No, I'll just touch the gem.
Touch the gem. Okay.
Yep. Oh god. Why do I do this? Why do I do these things to myself?
You scream loud obscenities from your ass for the next 4 hours.
That would be quite impressive from an owl.
It would be, yes.
Yes.
Quite high-pitched, I imagine, as well.
I mean, I'm assuming it will still work for a cloaca.
Probably, yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, I just saw what
I'm
the
fine
next
with
one is.
that.
Be very glad you didn't get the next one.
Oh.
I won't tell you, because it will happen next time the car comes round.
Oh no.
From the sort of torture room, is there any way out of there?
There seems to be a way up
doors?
some stairs, out the stairwell to a sort of viewing gallery, and the door at the back of the viewing gallery.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up there.
Okay.
Get out that door.
What is the crocodile doing?
I think the crocodile's going to follow up the stairs
Okay. What is
to the viewing gallery as well.
What is the offensive owl doing?
More importantly, what stuff are you screaming?
What words is the owl's arse screaming today? Well,
I think it's probably cycling through quite a range. Are owls not supposed to, like, be good at book learning and shit? Although, in fairness, given that I started this off as a raccoon,
yeah.
I dread to think what the owl is saying.
I'll just assume that Jimmy. What was Belvy's character called? Master Wizard.
Jimmy Juggins.
Jimmy Juggins. That was it. I'll just sound like Jimmy Juggins. Ah, you mook.
Is that Jimmy Juggins? I thought that was Donny Pockets.
Yeah, Donny Pockets, yeah.
Master Wizard.
Oh yeah, he's only got one voice.
Levitation.
That was pretty spot on, to be honest.
So what are you doing now?
What did we see when we went up the stairs?
Basically went up the stairs and all you hear is this very offensive owl following after you. But yes, you get through the door.
Trying to get away from you.
You hear the sound. It sounds like someone just basically like going through all the swear words and terminology they can think of. But as you go through the door at the back, you find yourself in a large courtyard leading to a massive portcullis, which looks like the way out of this castle.
Can we sort of use our skills for some reason to see if there's a way to raise the portcullis so we can get out? Does there seem to be like towers on the side, like where they would normally have like mechanism for the portcullis?
There doesn't obviously seem to be a way, but it could be one of the two side sort of rooms to the portcullis.
Yeah.
Both of them seem to be locked tight.
Is it day or night?
Well,
It's nighttime. It's still relatively dark, even with the torch you've got.
yeah. I'm thinking that let's try the left one. This time I will let Mr. Crocodile, could you please do one of your nice charges? And if you fail, I can try my strength as well and break down the door.
Yeah, doesn't even answer. Just is off like a torpedo.
Knock, knock. Right, roll your strength. Okay, you barrel your way through the door. Inside, it seems to be a sort of staging area. It looks like this is where they keep most of the supplies for the castle. So there's things like basic food, crops, grain, all that kind of stuff, and there seems to be a chest at the back, which also seems to be glowing through the keyhole.
I'm determined to eat a clock by the end of this episode, so I can now be the crocodile that was in Plummet.
I have been trying so hard to not sing Crocodile Song from Peter Pan the whole night.
So, Mr. Crocodile, this does not seem to be the right room to raise the portcullis. Should we break down this door on the other side before we take the obvious gem inside of the chest?
I don't need much convincing to break doors.
Charge!
So you're breaking the other door?
Yes.
Well, the one to the right. Yeah.
Yep, you break through that door. There is a small, what looks like winch that seems to control the portcullis. You can start trying to wind it if you have hands.
I do have hands. I will try to wind the portcullis up then.
Okay. You wind the portcullis up. The portcullis is now basically open. What do you want to do?
I would like to leave the castle.
Okay. All of you leave the castle. You're now walking across the bridge to the castle. You see a small village to the foot of the castle. What do you want to do?
Well, I just want to make it clear that I've removed all the offending oatmeal before this.
All the offending oatmeal. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Is it swearing as well?
Yeah,
you gotta have fun. I'm not the one swearing.
That's the owl.
I would like to see if there's anyone in the village we can talk to. It's like, are there villagers out, or are they at home, all of them? Or...
Okay. You turn up at the town. It seems to be very, very unpopulated. Apart from the inn. The inn seems to have a single sort of shadowy figure running the inn. What do you want to do?
I'm going to hide out of earshot.
Yes. I, as a semi-normal being, will try to address this shadowy figure.
Okay. You walk up to him, and what you want to ask him?
Hello there. Do you know what goes on in the castle up there?
He just shrugs, really sort of non-committally.
So no customers here, no people living here?
Again, just shrugs. You want a room or what?
No, thanks. I'm fine with the room. I just needed some information. Maybe you would like this golden bangle and you can tell me something more, or do you know anything?
He takes the bangle off you, looks at it, goes quite red in the face, and just immediately hands it back to you and goes, no.
Okay. Well, can you offer me any useful advice at all? What's the name of this place, perhaps?
The name of this place is Purple.
Oh, the famous Burple. Yes, I've never heard of it. Is that the name of your inn, or is it the town, or is it the castle? It's called Burple.
The region's called Purple.
Oh, how nice. Is it a big region?
Big enough.
Why, don't you have any other customers here?
Oh, well, it's out of season.
Okay.
It's a big torturers convention.
All right. I see. Well,
They always
we'll be getting
need
along then.
victims, you know what I mean? And he sort of looks you up and down.
Well,
I do know what you mean.
We do know, yes. We have seen the victims. I don't really think you would want to mess with us because
looks at
my other friends over here.
He looks
Yeah.
at Burple, otherwise known as AJ, as if you're kind of like trying to work out what you are and you're trying to blend into the wall behind you.
Yes.
How well am I blending in?
Not very well. In true chameleon style of standing in front of something and taking a long time to change.
So I'm getting better at blending in the longer I'm
Yes.
there.
The longer you're there, the more you blend in, yes.
Yeah.
What name do you go by, Mr. Innkeeper?
I go by boys! And he does about 4 guys who leap out the cupboard to try and grab you. What do you do?
Mr. Crocodile, food
Yes.
is served. Food is served.
Yum yum. Yep.
Okay.
I'll go and defend.
Okay, roll your strength again to try and eat these leaping men. Yep, you. With a natural 20, you at least body check 2 of them.
Nice.
I don't know how the crocodile was getting this velocity, but he's doing very well at it. What is Purple and Leonida and the offensive owl doing?
I'm. Leonida is actually going to nipple hug one of the bad guys with his icy nipples.
Roll to see how this goes. You manage to chafe his face with the cold nipples. He runs away screaming as he just manages barely to keep his eyes.
Take that, you bastard!
Okay, next is just Purple and the owl.
I want to smack someone with a dildo.
Okay, roll.
Oh no.
A mace.
Roll your dex, which is 3.
Yay. Finally get my dex value.
And you miss, though he is quite scared with the fact that you seem to keep throwing infinite dildos at him.
Yeah. That's what I do.
So yes,
Yeah.
it's now the owl. Is the owl just staying away?
The owl has no idea what's going on because she can't hear anything over the swearing.
Fair enough. Okay. So we're back to the one remaining guy who doesn't manage to do anything. So it's now back to the crocodile.
He's gonna attack him again. Until we back off.
Okay, there's only one remaining guy, so I'm sure you can attack him. Nope, you miss him. You're too busy eating the other 2. So
Oh, I think it's starting to get full up after eating a gnome and 2 people and legs and a bench.
True. It's
That's a lot of food.
It's now Leonida and Purple.
Nipple attack!
You poke someone's eye out with your nipple.
Take that!
He screams
Open the
and
last nipple you
runs.
see.
He screams and runs away. What's Purple doing?
Seeing that the dildos aren't working, I'm going to use the knife instead.
Okay. Roll.
Just go on like a stabbing spree.
Let's roll your dex then.
+3.
Nope.
Not so good.
You scare them away. The men all run off. And as you chase them all away, you find a cart that you can escape with.
Let's escape, guys.
So you all climb aboard this
In
cart.
this cart.
Is the owl coming
I
with you?
swoop down and rejoin them.
Yep. So as the owl's arse continues to swear off into the distance, and the crocodile sleeps off its massive meal, we bring this absolute carnage of an episode to an end. So, on the final note of the card that we never got a chance to read, which will be your curse for what happens after, 200 ducks appear. They follow you everywhere, and you can't get rid of them.
Into a duck
I
colony.
hate you.
And on that note of sheer horror, we shall end. Good night out there.
And good luck.
Yes.
Why? Why?
Thank you for listening to this one shot. And now a little something from one of our friends.
Mystery Fantasy Dungeon 9000 is a 25-year-old living and growing world, now 2 years as a podcast. We use rules from all editions of D&D and some from other D20 systems. Join as 2 groups brave this old world, in which years of previous adventures have plundered and enjoyed locking away powerful evils. And now, after 4 ages, those very evils are breaking free. How will the current groups deal with this plight? Will they be able to deal with the things they've unleashed? Hunt us down monthly, wherever you can summon a podcast.